talking about transformations. Let's look at h first. So remember that h is inside our parentheses. It's inside our parentheses. So when h is negative, it's going to go to the right, which is this direction. When h is positive, that means it's going to go to the left, which is this direction. Remember, h is always the opposite. So if it's negative, it goes to the right. If it's positive, it goes to the left. So then let's look at k. K is on the outside of the parentheses, the parentheses here, and it's on the back, okay? So when it's negative k, it goes down or below, which is down. That's the arrow, sorry. Or when k is positive, it goes up or above, which is up. And then the next two we didn't really learn about, but a is in front of the parentheses, it's always in front. So a is in front, and when a is negative, it's a reflection across the x-axis. So it's like a mirror. It's a reflection across the x-axis. And then when a is greater than 1, it's a vertical stretch, which will make the graph look real skinny, okay? It's going to make the graph look real skinny. And then if a is a decimal, like 0.75 or 1/2, anything below, in between 0 and 1, it's going to be a vertical compress, which is going to make the graph real big like that, kind of wider. It's going to make the graph wider, okay? And then B is inside the parentheses, but in front of the X. Inside, pero in front of the X. So when it's a negative B, it's a reflection on the reflection across the y-axis, okay? And then if it's bigger than 1, it's a horizontal compress, which is going to make the graph real skinny like this. And then if it's in between 0 and 1, like the other one, like 0.75, 1/2, 2/3, it's going to be a horizontal stretch, which will be wider like this, okay? So those are the notes. If you use these, you should be able to get all of transformations. So let's go to our first example. Example 1. Which equation shows the correct transformation of f of x to create the graph of h of x? So remember, we always start with f. At 0, 0. So if we're looking at this, we started at 0, 0, and we went to the right. Okay? So if we know it's the right, we know it's inside of the parentheses. So let's look at our answer choices. This is in front, so we can eliminate A. This is on the back, this is K, so we can eliminate B. And we see -2 and +2 inside the parentheses. So it's between C and D. And we know we went right. Fuimos derecho. So if we look at right, is negativo. It's negative. So let's look at my answer choices. It's -2 and positive. So between C and D, C is my answer. Okay? So then let's look at number 2. Example 2. The graph of quadratic function p is shown on the grid. If k of x equals x squared and p of x equals kx plus n, what is the value of n? Record your answer in the box below. So remember, we always start at 0, 0. If we're looking at this point, did we go up, left, right, or down? That's correct. We went down. Down to -6. Alright? So our n value is -6. That's like saying, what's the k? We have -6. Now I want to show you one more example, and I want to point something out. Remember that origin is going to be 0, 0. Okay? 0, 0. That's not the example I'm going to do. I'm going to go all the way down to example 15. And I'm going to explain how to do it, but you're going to do it. So it says, the graph of linear function h is shown on the grid. Given f of x equals x and h of x equals a f of x, what is the value of a? Record your answer in the box. So we're looking for our value a, okay, our value a. So a is in front of x, so that means we can also call it m. And remember, m is just y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you're going to take these 2 points, and you're going to find slope. So you have x1, y1, x2, y2. Now you know how to do this. Solo estás buscando slope. Puedes usar la ecuación, or you can use a table and do list and spreadsheets. Okay? So you have 2 options. You choose what you want to do. Alright? So good luck. Have fun.